We here at Cleveland Rocks Past, Present, Future would like to thank you for tuning in to the second live show in our Wednesday Songs and Stages series. Over the past months, we have been dedicated toward keeping the local music scene going with live stream shows from our Tower series, as well as efforts to extend grants and show opportunities to our local performing musicians. These Wednesday Songs and Stages shows feature 10 local artists performing at various venues in the Cleveland area. Our featured artists today are Kyle Kidd and Robert Hubbard, and we got a chance to speak with them, as well as the other 8, about their experiences weathering the storm of shutdown.
I'm Kyle Kidd. I am a Cleveland native, and I believe that Cleveland rocks. And you might also know me outside of my solo division from being a part of the Morning the Black Star, and we also think Cleveland rocks.
Hi everybody, my name is Rob Hubbard. I'm the founder, drummer for Hubb's Brew. It's my main gig. I play with different groups when they need me to, but my main job has been Hubb's Brew for the last 10 years now. Raised, born here, toured from here, played with national, international artists, and I'm glad to be and proud to be Cleveland.
Our team at Cleveland Rocks Past, Present, Future is centered around the Beachland Ballroom and Tavern, but we have partnered with several other local venues, the Grog Shop, the Bop Stop, and the Happy Dog, in order to not only bring our viewers content from different locations, but also to support the local venues and keep them moving forward. But who exactly will you be seeing on these stages? Please allow the musicians of this series to introduce themselves.
I'm Brent Kirby, and I'm a songwriter, musician from Cleveland, Ohio. I play with my own band.
Hi, my name is Latoya Kent. I am a singer-songwriter. I live in Cleveland, Ohio.
My name is Jenna. I'm a Cleveland-based artist, and I play guitar and sing and write in a band called Nights.
Hi, my name is Michelle Gaw. I'm a singer-songwriter from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm in the band Mimi Arden.
My name is Davidion Pearl. I'm a Cleveland area musician, a touring musician, and a freelance travel writer as well.
Hey, I'm Austin Walken-Kay, and I play blues around town.
I'm Elizabeth Kelly. I am a singer-songwriter living in Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey everybody, I'm Ray Flanagan. I'm here at Beachland, which I can sorely miss now that I've been here. I feel all kinds of emotions.
Wednesday Songs and Stages is part of an effort to fill these empty venues with music once again. While we obviously can't pack them full of people like we used to, we are currently making efforts to open up safe distance attending options that would allow some patrons to view these live performances in person. Stay in touch for details on our Facebook page and at clevelandrocksppf.org. If we can make it possible, we would love to host you. Despite these hardships, our local musicians remain optimistic about the future of local music.
It has called me to be still, something that I was really struggling with before because I was so caught up in trying to keep going. And, you know, when you're a full-time artist, you have to always be ready and on the go. And when someone calls, you just go. And so I've been able to be still, and I've been able to go back into some of the old things that I used to appreciate and love that kept me a well-rounded person and enjoying being at home in my own space. So if that means cooking or actually having a phone conversation with my mother or my father or hand sewing, small things that I used to like to do that I might not have always been the best at, but it brought me joy.
And sometimes I still, I really do miss the live performances. If I go back to my streaming room days, we would do a concert and everybody was like, wow, how do we get this in? I said, we just have to go we back in the basement practicing, you know what I'm saying? And that was a challenge at first, but we started getting used to it. But it is what it is now, 6 months strong. I think I took that on the second month I started. Second or third month into COVID, I think I started the live stream. Was learning about it. And then purchasing a little old iPhone. I had my own, and then I got my daughter's old one. Gave her $50. It was cracked.
I feel like it is important to say for me, it's gonna be the sad part. I genuinely feel like I, within the last 6 months, have been experiencing like an identity crisis. Like it's really like, and I feel like a lot of people have, you know, like trying to figure out like this is your life.
And so what I started to see was people doing different things, you know, but still kind of community-based. And I found myself missing some of those things, just the regular every week or every month, seeing the people, seeing my friends. That's my social time. I don't go out. You know, I try to, but when you have kids and things, and you're working 5 nights a week and days too.
So I think that the separation of just being around people was difficult. Just being able to say, like, I'm gonna go to now that's class and have a drink and all my friends are gonna be there.
The positive thing that I see with all this is that, and it's like a bittersweet positive, is that we all are going through the same exact thing in whatever varying degrees together. So whatever happens on the other side of this, we all have this now shared experience that we all understand however it affected us.
I think a huge part of the draw to the live streams is first off just the connectivity and knowing that that person is there with you and you're all there at the same time, and you do feel that sense of community in a way. And it can be like a cheap substitute, of course, for the community that comes from an actual show, but you still know that these people have like gathered to experience something together.
And in fact, that was one of the things at first that was like terrifying to me, was that idea of accessibility. It's like when you have, you know, when you're in the grog shop or when you're playing at the Beachland or wherever you're playing, there is a limit. There's a limit to how many people can come in the doors. Not that there are many times when I've reached that limit personally, but there is one. When you think about the limitlessness of the internet and the vastness of the internet, it feels a little overwhelming. It felt at first like anybody. You know, my Aunt Betsy, who lives in Massachusetts, can tune in, or, you know, somebody halfway around the world could tune in.
But I think the impact of COVID was, I always felt like I had been running a marathon with my hands for the last 30, 35 years, just constantly playing. I took a break. I didn't touch my guitar unless I was pretty much doing one of those weekend shows on Saturday or Sunday, or here. So I've mentioned Dairy Queen twice, so I should probably talk to everybody about it.
One thing that really struck me, and I think it was in April, maybe early May, I had hugged a friend. I was at the drum circle in Edgewater, and I went in for a hug, had my mask on and everything. And then it dawned on me. I said, wow, I've had 4 hugs since this whole thing began. And I used to not really be one that really thought about human touch and so forth until that well ran dry, right? And then it struck me. We've had pandemics before, but not on this level, where the world pretty much stopped hugging for several weeks, right? And when you go back into the origins of the Homo sapien, and before then, the early, even earlier hominids, they always held each other. Before fire, you know, you're holding each other because, you know, tigers, saber-tooths, or whatever can see, you know, wild dogs, they can see you, smell you, and your senses just basically just hold each other, right? And so when you think about it, this had really been the first time in about 2.5 million years that we just put the pause on hugs and the human touch.
So far, we have collected over 6 hours of interview footage featuring our local artists, and as you can see, they've got a lot to say. If you would like to get involved in supporting, you can visit our website, clevelandrocksppf.org, and click on the Donations tab, where you can then choose to donate to the Wednesday Songs and Stages events or to the musicians directly through the Northeast Ohio Music Relief Fund. Be sure to keep up with us, as there are still 2 more events to go in this series. Wednesday, October 28th, with Jenna Fournier and LaToya Kent at the Happy Dog, and November 25th, date pending, with Davidion Pearl and Austin Walkencane at the Beachland Ballroom. We would like to take some time to thank a few of our sponsors: Evergreen Podcasts, Gotta Groove Records, Visible Voice, and the Ohio Arts Council. Once again, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Just smack it.
Yeah, that felt good, actually.